Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is part 3 in this series, and we've kind of stumbled about. I've kind of stumbled about in the first couple episodes. Made a couple mistakes already. So let's see if we could do a little better this time. The only contract I have is escape the atmosphere. We're probably going to do that in this episode. Ooh, we have radio parachutes. Is that a yes? Is that a yes, Gene? That's what it sounded like. If we do, I could probably... Let's go see real quick. I just need to check it out. Alright. We do have radio parachutes, so that means I can slow down instead of using this cheap parachute. Alright, let's go back. Okay, so where's the test the radio mount parachute in flight over Kerbin. So activate the part through the staging. We have to be between 3,000 and 6,000 feet and between 180 and 260 meters per second. I think we could do that. I think that would work. Okay, so unfortunately though that we can only do 2 contracts at once. How much money do we have? 216,000. Let's go upgrade because I want to test the swivel, splashdown, and the parachute. Well, I could do that later. Let's test the parachute. I'd like to do this though at the same time. I know it's 75,000 to upgrade the contracts, but then I also want to upgrade the. Which one is it that... I think it's the astronaut complex. Yeah, if I upgrade, Kerbals can do EVAs. I need both of these. So I need that and... Well, it's only 150. I got 216. I should get them both. Okay, let's get that. And upgrade the astronaut complex so we can do EVAs in space. That leaves us with 66,000. Okay. I can get 12 active Kerbals or EVAs. Okay, let's go back in here. Oh, let's go back here. I want to test the swivel. Splash down. And I want to test the parachutes. And I think that's it for now. So we're going to do this one and this one on this next mission. Let's go in here. Okay, let's just do a modification to the Mosquito. We're going to need a Science Junior and better parachutes. Because I need the Science Junior and I need a fuel tank, a little tiny one. 0.2, that one's tiny. And then we need the engine, swivel. Then we need a decoupler. So all this right here has to come down. in the water, but it should be fine since we have these parachutes, not the drogue chutes, these. We're going to put them right here. I don't think I need any goo this time. I've already done goo in the water, goo in the flight. This is about testing the Science Junior and the swivel engine and the chutes. 3,000 to 6,000. 180 to 260. Okay. Alright, so the plan is to launch the rocket, get it up to over the ocean at an altitude between 3,000 and 6,000 meters at that speed. Let's make sure in the tank there's just a little bit of fuel. A little bit of oxidizer to reduce weight. How much does that Science Junior weigh? 0.2 tons. That's not bad. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this should be fine. This should all survive splashdown. So we're going to need a decoupler. That one's 1 ton. Let's just use this cheap one. And then we're going to need a booster. We're going to use the flea again. At full thrust and full fuel. I wonder if that's going to be enough. How much delta V do we got here? $679. What's the weight of this thing? 5 tons? Okay. Let's see what this thing does here. That should be enough to get us out over the water and get us up to 3,000, I think. I could use the hammer. It's a little bigger and just reduce the fuel in it. I don't know if that flea is going to be enough. Let's give it a try. We can always come back and change out the engine if it doesn't work the way we want. Let's put a few of these on there. Alright, so staging. We got the solid rocket booster, the decoupler, and then we want our chutes. And then we're going to test the engine in the water. So, SRB, decouple, chutes, and hopefully we're going to be at the right altitude when this happens. 3,000 to 6,000, 180 to 260. We should be able to do that. And then we'll test the engine here. And I think... Oops. Yeah, I can limit its thrust. Okay. Alright. Thrust, decouple, parachutes, engine thrust. Now it'll be very, very tiny. I'm just gonna activate it. And I probably won't have it actually thrust. But I think I need a little fuel in the tank. And then we'll do some science on the way out. Okay, I think this looks good. Let's give it a shot. Like I said, we can always come back if I mess something up. Who wants to be crew of this one? I guess we're gonna stay with Jebediah. All right, let's go. Okay. Got no thrust limiter set up full, and we got plenty of fuel. So let's activate SAS. All right, so I'm gonna hit the booster. We're gonna fly out over the ocean. I'm gonna get lots of science from the Science Junior. What does this say? Yeah, we're gonna not do the material study here. We're gonna do it in flight. You ready, Jebediah? Sounds like you were talking to mission control there. Like something was really important there. Okay, let's go. I saw that thing spinning around a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. I don't think I'm going to get the height I need. Okay. Let's go back to the launch. Basically, I turned a little too fast, I think. So, let's try that again. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to be able to do the shoot test just fine. Okay, let's jettison that. And we'll wait till we come back down. Oh, wait. It has to be done. Okay, we've got to get below... Oh, up to 180. I don't think that's going to work. We need to be going faster. Alright, let's try that one more time. We got the height, we just didn't have the speed while we were at that elevation. So it's got to be pretty quick. I wonder if I should use the other SRB or a liquid fuel engine. Of course, that would cost more. 3,000 to 6,000. I don't think that was the problem. It was the speed. The speed was too slow by the time I got up to 3,000 meters. I'll try it one more time. Alright. I think I'm going to need the other SRB because it slows down too fast by the time I get up to 3,000 meters. Let's see. Maybe not this time. Okay, let's jettison that. And let's hit the chutes. Alright. There we go. Achieve that. It all comes down to just timing, getting everything timed correctly. So when these fully deploy, I should be going slow enough so that it doesn't damage the engine. Ooh, let's do some science. Okay, we got 17.5 science for that. Let's keep that. What else do we have? Oh, I'm not doing an EVA report, I don't think. Nah. Not while we're almost gonna land. Okay, how fast are we going? Oh, okay, 5 meters per second is pretty good. I wonder if I'd fall if I do an EVA report right now. Let's close the Science Junior. I mean, I should be able to do that. No, I'll wait. I just don't think that's EVA while you're parachuting down. He could fall. It's possible. So we're going to not do that. Let's go a little faster. Look at Jebediah. He's all excited. Okay. And splashdown. Okay. Now I activate this. I want to... the thrust limiter. Let's put it here. I guess. And let's put our throttle really, like, right about there and see what happens. I can always move it down if we start going out of the water, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so our contract. Oh, did we already? We didn't test this yet, but it says, huh. Test it. Activate the part through the staging sequence. Oh, these are the conditions. That's right. Okay, here we go. Okay, that should do it. Yep. That should do it. We have little thrust. I'm going to give it a little thrust. See what happens. Nothing. It's probably, maybe it's because it's in the water. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We met the conditions of the test. So we got the parachutes tested successfully and the engine. Why would you want to test a liquid fuel engine in water? I don't know. But let's recover and go back. Do we have any more science we could do? We could do an EVA report and a crew report. Let's do the crew report. I thought we already did this, though. And I could do an EVA report. Let me see if I can... I think this thing is too heavy. Yeah, let's just do it. EVA report from Kerbin's water. And I got 3.2 science out of that. So let's climb back in. And I think we've done everything we could do. So let's recover the vessel. Alright, we earned 27 science. We now have 38. I think that's more than enough to get the rockets. I don't think it's enough to get rockets and the one that has the stability parts. We'll see. Jebediah, what'd you get? Researching 50 more science points? EVA in Kerbin's waters? 5 or more contracts? Award for completing any significant... What is a significant contract? Huh. I don't know. Okay, that was that test of the decoupler. That's the test of the parachutes. And the engine. Okay. Very good. Let's go back. Let's go to the R&D. We have 36. This is 20. Oh, we're too short of getting stability. We could pick up 2 science somewhere. But we're going to need general rocketry. So let's go ahead and get that. That gives us a bunch. There's that SpaceY SRB. We could test that and pick up the 2 science points to get the stability. But we need the big engines here to get us out of the atmosphere. So let's take that. Okay, we have 18. Actually, that's just enough. I can't count to get the stability. I don't know if I need this right away, though. That's 45. But I might as well get it. I mean, I'm not... This is where I spend on... There's no point in saving the science, unless you're needing something like... If you want flight control instead of stability. But... I'm going to need the radial decouplers at some point when I use SRBs, so I'm going to get this. Because I want to be testing, you know, this SpaceY SRB, and I need the radial decouplers for that. So let's get this. Okay. We have 0.6. We blew our science wad. So let's go back. Alright. I think one more. I think we're going to do... Let's look in the mission control. Escape the atmosphere. That's what we're going to do next. Temperature. Okay, test. This. What is this? While landed at Kerbin. Staging sequence. That's easy to do when we get back. We could do that at another time. And then this is the... Landed. Actually, we could test both of these. Activate part through staging sequence when we're landed. We're on Kerbin and landed. So we could test this and this on the launch pad. Yeah. Pretty sure we could do those on the launch pad. Although it doesn't say. Landed at Kerbin. I would think that the launch pad would fulfill that. Here's this SpaceY at the launch site. At the launch site. Actually, these don't say at the launch site. It just says landed on Kerbin. I think that's after you land. Why would you test it? Huh. Why would you test these after you've come back down? That doesn't make any sense. So we're going to we're going to take this one. Test the SRB at the launch site. This should be easy to do. Okay, focus temperatures at Kerbin. I think that's all we need right now. So we're going to escape the atmosphere and we're going to use the SRBs to do it. Let's do that now. Alright, we're going to need a new rocket for this. This mosquito ain't going to do. So... let's get rid of that. We want a new. New. Can we do new? What's wrong? New. Okay. Command pod. Not sure if I want to bring science up there yet. Like the junior, science junior. Maybe. No, I just want to go up and basically get out of the atmosphere and come back down. Really, that's all I want to do right now. Alright, so what's this? 300, 150. That's too small. These are about the same price. Although this is a lot lighter. I don't mind heat shields that are heavier though, because it helps keep your pod pointed down when you're coming back in. So I could use that one. 300. I'm just looking to save a little money. But all of these are about the same price. Let's just use this procedural. Excuse me. It weighs a little bit more. Dang. So you have a shroud. Not sure how that works. Oh, there we go. Atlas texture. Ooh, Copernicus. Look at that. Copper color. Alright. So we're going to need a decoupler. Something that's cheap and lightweight. $250. That's 0, but it weighs a ton. Let's just bring in this one. We'll need a top parachute. And we're only coming in with this, I believe, for right now. Now, if I was coming in with the Science Junior, I'd probably get the other chutes, but this should be enough just for the capsule. Okay. I'm gonna wait on all the science, I think, until like the next mission. I just want to get up there. Let's put some liquid fuel tanks together. How much is this? This carries 110 fuel, 134 oxidizer. Weighs 1.3 tons. Okay, so it's basically double the size of this one. 0.25. That's 90 fuel, 110. 340, 220. This is cheaper. And it doesn't carry... It weighs a lot more. Let's just use this. So... do these... That's weird. Maybe I should check my heat shield. That one doesn't seem to want to play with other parts very well. Okay. Why is it doing that? That's weird. What in the world? So maybe it's just that one tank. I haven't had a problem with that tank before, though. That's weird. See, those work fine. But this one, for some reason, doesn't want to connect properly. Huh. Weird. Let's just use these, I guess. 1.3 tons. They do weigh quite a bit more, though. That's a liquid fuel. Can't use that. Well, we'll just use these. How many of these do I need? Let's see. It's not showing. Is that because I don't have an engine on there? There we go. Okay. Three of these is probably a... I wonder if 3 of those is enough. Maybe 4? It's a lot of fuel, though. I don't have to come... I mean, it doesn't matter if I come down with extra or don't use it all, so... Choose 4 of them. It's too bad I can't use these. Well, maybe I can, and it just isn't showing correctly here. Either way. We need the Reliant. Gives us a lot more thrust, as you can see. 205 thrust at sea level, whereas the swivel 167. That's not very much thrust. We need the big boy. Alright. Will that get us to orbit? Maybe I should have one, not orbit, but let us escape the atmosphere. I don't know. Okay, we have engine, decoupler, parachute. That might be just enough. We have... That's not enough to reach orbit, but it might be enough to escape the atmosphere. Yeah, I think so. Those are a little big, but let's use them. How much are these? 500 each? Eee. Or if the basic fin would be enough. Let's find out. Okay. So, what are we going to call this? The redstone. Oops. Can't spell. Suborbital. Save that. So now we have a couple of rockets. This has all the fuel. Thrust limiter. Okay. What is that shroud? I don't see it. I don't know if it's doing anything. I'm not sure what that does. Alright, who wants to go? I think Jebediah wants to be the first Kerbal in space. Doesn't he? I think so. I think he told me that when he first signed up. And I told him, okay. Fine. Alright, so we're gonna hit the rocket, get up into space, detach, come back down, and parachute. Let's try this, see what happens. I forgot something. I forgot the boosters. We were going to test the Space Y SRBs. So we kind of need those. We need to go back. Let's go revert to vehicle assembly. Alright. Actually, yeah, I do have the decouplers, right? The radial? Okay. Need 2 of those. Let's get rid of those for now. I don't know how big these SRBs are. Let's take a look. I think that's the one. How big are these? Oh, they're not that big. Or is it this one? Can I see the contracts from here? Here we go. Test Space Y 09S. That's the one. 09S. They're pretty big. Wow, look at that. That's okay. How much are these? They're not that much. Let's put a couple on. And here, let's put these over here. Move this down a little bit. Put these there. And I wonder if I can get a cone for those. That's too big. Too big. Guess I don't have a cone for those yet. Maybe they're not designed. What does this say? What does that say? SYSRB not edible. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing a nose cone for them. Okay. Ooh, what's this? No, that's way too big. Dome tank. Nope. These are 1.25. little big. Alright, so let's redo this. We got boosters, decoupler, fire that engine, decoupler, and then parachute. Okay, how much? Oh, these have a gimbal. Really? Huh. Let's cut the fuel in half. And I've never used these before, so this is going to be interesting. Thrust limiter, and I don't... How much thrust do these provide? Wow. 416. That's a lot. Let's limit that. I don't think I need that much. Okay, now, do I want to have this engine going at the same time? I think actually I do. I think I do. And then I'll just limit the thrust. These are already half thrust, half fuel. So hopefully they'll burn pretty quickly. And then the liquid tank and the Reliant will get me up there. At the launch site. See, I don't need them to go that far. I just need to test them at the launch site. And might as well do it on this mission. Alright, let's give this a try. It looks kind of odd, this rocket, but let's give it a try. Okay, so if I mess it up, we can start over, but hopefully not. So we got these two going. I got my throttle. Let's throttle it down. I don't need to use the liquid fuel very much at the start. And let's just put it right here. So we'll do these. When those SRBs burn out, we'll get rid of them. You know, maybe I should turn this so that the SRBs are on the side this way. Well, let's try this and see what happens. Here we go. Alright, yeah, the SRBs are burning pretty quick. Let's see if we can turn this over a little bit so they don't fall back on to my... Alright, they burnt out. We can get rid of them now. That looked really good. That looked really good. Yeah, and they're falling away. They're not... It doesn't look like they're going to hit my... Ooh. See if I can keep this thing steady. Okay, when I get... Okay, I think it's time to throttle up a little bit. I didn't put winglets on this thing, so I don't know. Hopefully I won't spin out of control. I shouldn't. The higher I get in the atmosphere, the less the atmosphere will affect the vehicle. Okay, let's look at the map and see where we're looking for apoapsis. 104,000? Yeah, that's good. So we can just throttle down. We didn't need this much liquid fuel, to be honest. Let's see if we can turn this over and go downrange some. There we go. Look at that height. We're going to have a really good height record. I think we're in space already. We are. I might have been able to orbit with this rocket. Re-entry in 11 minutes. Now, I didn't do my gravity turn, but I'm wondering if I could have orbited with this rocket. So we came from right about here. I have some science. Let's, get rid of that. What do we got for science? Crew report EVA. Let's do both. 5 science. Okay. And EVA report. 8 science. You've recorded your observations about the situation. Okay, let's go back in. And let's turn this thing around before we make a mess. So we want to go, like, right about there. This thing... Oh, let's do SAS. That helps us keep this thing stable. There we go. So eventually, where are we? We're right here. We're going to reach an altitude of 304,000 meters and then come down somewhere over here. Probably in the dark. It looks like it's going to be over land. Hard to tell. But let's speed this up a little. We can do another EVA report, looks like. So this would be high over Kerbin, I think. Let's go ahead and do it. And this one gets us 12 science. And let's go back in. Hit the SAS again. So we can maneuver this. There we go. Alright. Jebediah is jabbering back to Kerbal Space Command. Alright, where are we now? We passed Apoapsis, and we're coming back down. Re-entry is in 4 minutes. And heat shield ready to go. Ready to protect us. See if we can speed this up a little bit. So, 29 seconds, 28. We're coming down pretty quickly. Need to get our heat shield aligned properly. Right here, this little yellow with the X in the middle, that's the direction we're going. And we want to keep that aligned. That tells us which way is down, basically, which way we're going in the direction towards Kerbin, back down to Kerbin. Wow, you can't see anything. I could do another EVA report. Yeah, we're not doing that. No, it would be a PR nightmare. It looks dangerous out there. Are you sure you want to send someone out? They might lose their grip. Okay, no. We gotta stay here, obviously, because we're going through... We're re-entering. Gotta keep that heat shield pointed down. Oh, I hope we're not gonna explode. Look at... Is this the G-force? Wow. That was crazy. That sounds like the... that sounds like... it was the sonic booms. Okay, what's our altitude? 74. Okay, and our speed is 260. Not bad. So we'll deploy parachutes here pretty soon. 3,000. All right. Slow down. Boy, that G meter, when it was getting up here, I was really nervous. Jebediah is going to be a rock star when we get back. What do we got here? Another EVA report. Probably not. Oh, have we already landed? Oh, we have. I didn't notice we had landed. I guess I could do another EVA. Okay, this is Kerbin's Grasslands. 2.4 science. Keep that one. Let's go back in. And I think that's all we got to do. So let's recover the vessel. All right. We collected 35 science for that. Just that one trip. We got a crew report while in space. EVA report. Just above Kerbin's water. That must have been when we were in space too, I'm sure. EVA report while in space. Well, yeah, from space. Just above water. Just over hot... EVA report while in space, high over Kerbin. Kerbin's Grasslands, recovery of a vessel from a suborbital flight, 8 science. Excellent. We recovered everything except for the engine and, well, the SRBs obviously didn't recover, or the Reliant engine or its fuel tanks, but only 876 parts, funds recovered from parts. I wonder if Jebediah is a 1-star pilot now. Look at this. Look what he earned. Awarded for withstanding an acceleration of at least 9 Gs. Flying horizontally at Mach 2, below 30,000 in the atmosphere. Awarded for being the first Kerbal on EVA in 0 atmosphere. Awarded for being the first Kerbal on EVA in space. Executing EVA while not in stable orbit. Awarded for being the first Kerbal in space. And boy, he is a rock star, man. Let's take a look. Here it is. There's Jebediah's chest of ribbons. Look at that. He's been on 7 missions already? Valentina's like, hey, what about me? Okay, you're next, Valentina. Alright, it's night here now. You can see the lights over here in the city. Is that a city on a hill over there? I guess it is. So let's look and see at the R&D department. We have 54 science. We could take one of these. We probably will. I'm not sure which one, though. I'm going to, again, let's look and see, like, Kerbin. I thought this told us where... Oh, here we go. Kerbin Shores, crew report. Okay. Okay, these are the ones that we did, and these are the ones we haven't done yet. That's right. I think. No, maybe not. EVA report from Kerbin's shores. Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Yeah, I think these are the ones that we haven't done yet. Okay, well, it keeps track of what we need to do. And I think we're going to get some science next time from... We might build the rover and go around the Kerbal Space Program area. And go to these different biomes and collect reports. It depends. I need to go and see if I can build a rover, a good one. One that won't tip over and crash. But we'll see. Alright, I'm going to leave it here, and when we come back, we'll pick some more science, probably go on another launch, maybe do some rover action, we'll see. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time.